Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome to another video, and I want to get right into it, waste no time for you guys, and kind of talk about everything that's happened the last couple of days. So for you guys who don't know or have just kind of been living under a rock, there was some pretty crazy stuff that went on the last couple of days at the Oscars. So yeah, I'm going to break down the slap and everything that happened, but I also want to talk about two major arguments that people are debating online right now. So for some reason, a lot of people think that the slap was fake. Like, I don't even know how you can fake that. Like, you could literally see. I mean, the weirdest thing was like the way that Chris Rock like moved, but it's whatever. That looked very real. What I want to know is if Chris Rock and Will Smith planned this or if it was really just off the heat of the moment. Let's get right into it because this is some of the crazy shit that I've ever seen. So Chris Rock hosted the Oscars and he's one of the funniest comedians of all time in my opinion. I loved watching him on Grown Ups 1 and Grown Ups 2. Those are my favorite two movies of him. And during the show, he made a joke about Will Smith's wife, Jada, and it was about the movie G.I. Jane. I can put it here, I'll show you what the cover of the movie looks like, but she has a skin disease called alopecia, which makes her hair not grow, and Chris Rock made a joke saying that he can't wait to see her on the cover of G.I. Jane 2. So like what I think is crazy is at first, Will Smith is literally laughing at the joke. Like the camera like pans to him and you can see he's laughing at the joke, and then in the corner of it, you can see Jada is not having it. And as soon as it pans back to Chris Rock, you can see Will Smith walking right up to the stage, starts making jokes, even as Will Smith's walking up the stage. And he literally just, boom! He literally walked up on stage, no hesitation, and just smacks the shit out of him. Like, that completely blows my mind. And obviously Chris Rock getting smacked in the face isn't funny, but the funny part of the situation is Will Smith, I feel like, has shown emotion twice on the internet outside of his movies, and both times he became an internet meme, like almost immediately. And I think the way that Chris Rock handled it too was super professional. Like almost no stride, he just goes,
"That was the greatest night in the history of television."
and like, if you think about it, how many of you guys actually watch the Oscars? Because I definitely don't. But everybody watched this clip from the Oscars. Will Smith won an Oscar almost directly after this, and in his speech, he apologized to every single person in the room except for the guy he smacked into another dimension. I honestly think that we should be talking about the fact that if they did it on purpose or it was just off the heat of the moment, he was really angry about it. The thing that caught my eye almost immediately was Will Smith posted a video on TikTok.
Good morning, everyone. God has let me live another day, and I am about to make it everyone's problem.
On top of that, Chris Rock's comedy show became the #1 show in the entire nation. And I'm sure that both of them got a ton of followers in the process too. The craziest part, I think, is that Chris Rock didn't even press charges on Will Smith after he got mollywopped on live TV in front of pretty much the entire world. Even though now the LAPD is investigating it and they told Chris Rock they'd give him any help that he needed, he's still denying it and saying that he doesn't want to press any charges on Will Smith. I also did see an article that said Will Smith might lose his first Oscar and he might get kicked out of the Academy as well. So my big thought process on it is, was Will Smith really mad, or did they just try and set this whole thing up to get the Oscars more views? And on top of that, I think it'd be a crazy boxing match or something if they wanted to set it up. Even though Chris Rock's 57, Will Smith's 53, and Chris Rock has like 50 pounds on him. I don't know. I would still pay money to watch that probably. And what blows my mind even more is the fact that literally a year ago, I remember watching the video of Will Smith in tears doing an interview with Jada Smith, figuring out on live TV during this interview that he was getting cheated on by his wife. And he still did that for her. On top of that, you would think that the Oscars would have an insane amount of security all over, but Will Smith just literally walked up and smacked them, and nobody came and said anything to him. Nobody did anything. It was just ridiculous. I don't understand how you can smack a grown man in front of the entire world and then just go business casual about it like nothing happened. Like, watch this. Will Smith smacks him, turns around, and has almost a swagger walk back to his seat, and he pops his coat like he's a high school basketball kid walking around the halls. It is crazy too that Chris Rock was able to keep his cool and even transition it into a hilarious joke. I can strongly say that Will Smith can't take a joke, and Chris Rock can take a punch better than Tyron Woodley. So maybe Jake Paul finds his next opponent. I think it sets a terrible precedent too for comedy clubs. Like, imagine at a small comedy club, someone goes up there, they're making jokes, and one person gets either mad or offended by the joke, and they just go up and they just smack him or hit him. Nobody's saying anything about that part of it because this is a famous guy. On top of that, I feel like he thought he was doing some sort of social justice, or like the internet would stand with him because he was sticking up for his wife, but it's pretty much him versus the entire internet. Here's some of the stuff that some of the other celebrities said based off of what he did at the Oscars that night.
You can't let people just go around slapping people, and that is, whether you think it's violence or not, it's violence.
It's violence. It's sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless. en masse.
If you guys enjoyed that video, obviously smack that subscribe button, and the only consequence is you're gonna get more great content from me. And if you wanna learn more about the community, get more involved with the community, I have my Discord linked in the bio of this video, the comment section of this video, and pretty much everywhere all over my channel. And if you haven't learned anything from this video, just know that you can't smack whoever you want to. I mean, I guess you could, but I would strongly advise against it. And as always, keep Will Smith's wife's name out of your mouth.